To start off, you can have a better chance at winning by joining ascending servers. Here's where people mess up. They usually click the first one they see. While it may look like there's almost no one in the server, many people already do this, and the server will most likely be full. Instead, click a random one that is a bit lower from the top. The rest of this video will cover general tips for each mode. For red light, green light. Stay away from others. Always make sure to have your pocket sand ready, and also only move when the screen flashes green, because there's an emote that makes a green light sound. Most of the time, if you can land a pocket sand, you can run away from any griefers safely. After you make it to the finish line, make sure to go as far away from it as possible to not get attacked. Most of the time, you should be okay while playing this mode. During Dalgona, try not to use a phone if you have any other devices, because it's way harder to carve the cookie with a smaller screen. Besides that, just trace the shape as closely to the lines as possible. For all shapes, this mode gives you around 2 minutes to cut the cookie out. So take your time for most of them. If you ever get unlucky and get the Mona Lisa, start with the outside and work your way in. It's easier than it looks, but if you spend most of your time in the middle of the shape, then you'll be left doing the outside with little to no time. Sackboy isn't really hard to carve either, and might be easier than Umbrella for some people. If you get Sackboy, carve extra slow between his arms and you should be able to beat. Also remember, the rest of the cookie shapes are made up of either triangles or circles. Before Lights Out starts, you get 2 food options. The food vendor on the left gives you 2 healing items, while the one on the right gives you 1. Don't actually push until it says intermission, because you won't be able to get your food until then. And before it starts, stay away from the door, as the guards shoot you down if you're near it, and many people push others toward the guards on purpose. After getting your food, follow where I go. This location will make sure you won't fall if getting attacked. Push or hit people who try to get up, because most of them are trying to get kills. If you're getting attacked, always fight back and never run. Running almost never works and gets you killed faster. As a seeker, try to predict hiders and get closer. You can also stay in groups with the other seekers and try to target one hider. As a hider, constantly dodge, as it can also push if used enough. Most seekers blindly chase you until they get you killed, so you can go downstairs and pre-push. So when they jump down, they instantly get stunned, and you can run away while they try to recover. You can also try to actually hide, which can work unless seekers are in groups. While escaping, also try to jump over their heads. The knife's hitbox on seeker is really small, so some seekers might fail to hit you. This mode is kind of biased, especially with a smaller lobby. You can really only win if you get a good team or pull the craziest clutch. The best tip for this mode is to try to perfectly time the spinner and get it to hit around the middle of the area. If you try to click right when you see the spinner hit the area, you may go too early sometimes and fail. Before you go in, try to look at and understand the pattern the rope goes. This mode also has over a minute of time, so don't really rush it too much. To successfully land a jump, you also have to balance after. Quickly look at the direction the arrows on the screen point, and do whatever you are told to do to match that direction. PC players have to click a key, mobile players click that side of the screen. Do your QuickTime event until you can focus the pointer on the bottom of the screen near the middle. Mostly, focus on getting to the middle of the bridge, as the mode has recently gotten another nerf. Get as close to the edge as possible, then jump to the other side of the bridge. After that, you should be able to make it to the end after a few more jumps. This mode is also pretty biased because you don't actually win instantly as the last person and would still have to do all modes, including this one. Glass Bridge really relies on luck, so stay behind everyone and let them do it. If the time gets really low, You have to actually try to beat it, because everyone gets eliminated if no one does anything. Stay near groups of people and try to team. If a room is full, stay near the back and try to push out whoever tries to close the door. You can also try to land a chokehold, as you can fail one click and still insta-kill your target. This mode only runs if you vote to continue the games, and you'll later be put in Squid Game. Postscript: if everyone dies, it runs Final Dinner, which I will show at the end of the video. Try to bait the opponent's punches, as if it makes them dash, they will stop for a bit. They may only be down for a second at most, but that time can let you land valuable punches and even flip the game. Never attack first, because if the opponent is good enough, they can predict and counter-attack. Make sure to also avoid the edges of the map, because it'll be easier to get pushed out and eliminated. This mode relies heavily on skill and with practice. You can get good at it. This mode happens when people vote to stop the games, because it splits the prize with the winners. People try to push you into the guards and kill you to get more prize money. You can either do that or stay in the back to avoid getting pushed, and if someone else is leading, don't try to get in the front. The hardest part should be both the control room and all the corners before it. Kill the closest guards, and sometimes you can even run across the map while shooting and land some hits if you're lucky. Let each teammate control a different corner and a different door at the control room, and you should be able to win. People may hate rebellions, but try to get this mode as it splits the power roll with each player, meaning it's easier to win. And you don't have to play Mingle. Final Dinner occurs when everyone in Mingle dies, usually in a full room. In this, everyone chooses one weapon and will fight until 2 people remain. A barrier will slowly close in the map until only 2 people are left. Those 2 people will then be sent into Squid Game. Some bad gameplay is being shown,